Hi everyone! It's our kid Lolita, aka Swaggy Vortex 733, the voice of Miss Becky and Marina Hall. Before we start with our updates, we have some very bad news. Marley Carson is in the hospital right now and she has a terrible stroke. It's not a coronavirus, don't worry, but she is really ill. So I would suggest to not asking any questions about overnight show, and unfortunately, there will not be any sketches involving Marley Carson until she feels better. With out of the way, let's begin with our updates.
From the YouTube dojo, far away from Cheryl Hines' big mansion, it's Weeknight at Muller. And now, I don't think that Cheryl Hines should really, I mean really, get herself controlled. Ellie Cungy Muller! Ha! Welcome Weeknight Update. I am Ellie Cungy Muller, what's over God's office. Alright, tonight's Chaos winners are Specs by Canada Span Edits, Nep Power Night Vigilante videos, Out of Scared Animations, the Anthony Pente Show with his reactions, and Philadelphia Sports Report or Update. Yeah, Sports Update, yeah. Web Design 18 with his rants, his discussions, his podcast, his monthly Q&A videos, and as of recently, his new challenges. Let's work with this gameplay. Emmanuel Gabby with this thing covers Michael Sidecast with our Michael program. Bucket K Nata slash Swaggy Vortex 733VA Studios with voice acting skills. Plumber J2 exclamation mark with a whole lot of stuff. And Emotional Fireflies 97 with her podcast and things like that. Which I want to give Emotional Fireflies 97 an additional, an extended shout out real quickly because, recently, she experienced something that, she thought was a stroke and told us there was a stroke, but as it turns out, it really wasn't, she wasn't feeling well earlier this past week. So everything that you're going to see from her on the show, later on, and over the next couple of weeks or so, have already been pre-recorded, and they're going to still air, but we just want to let you know, alright? So, pray for her and her family, and pray for her health as well, okay? Hopefully everything will be a lot better next week, alright? Hopefully. In the meantime, let's talk about Cheryl Hines. Now, she loves to be famous. Of course, she also loves to brag and beg. Let's talk about her net worth for a second. It's $14 million. There, let's move on. Now, she does curb your enthusiasm, but she kept saying that she might not be on the show for much longer. Wow, she's scared. Very scared. She has been begging Larry David for another chance on Curb Your Enthusiasm for a long time, but Larry David hated that because he doesn't have the answers. So, Cheryl, let me tell you something, alright? Curiosity doesn't always give you money, alright? Now, Cheryl loves to play poker as well. Actually, she loves to brag about her poker game, and it is throwing everyone off. Cheryl, Kenny Rogers will be mad at you. I mean, he really would. And speaking of getting away from that for a second, let's see some rejected opening remarks. Now, keep in mind that this segment is a little bit loopier than most segments. Alright, so viewer discretion is advised. But, here we go.
So apparently, Miss Cameraman person, I think you're a man. We're talking about Cheryl Hines. Has a net worth of 14 million. Now that's more fish that is in Lake Michigan, I can tell you what. Now, and she's still begging Larry David, that's right, Larry David, for another chance on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And that show whose theme go bum 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 bam. Anyway, my script says, wow, now that is pretty neat. Now, Cheryl Hines loves to play poker, yes, but she also loves to brag about how often she wins. Let's face it, you don't. No one does. Yup. You play, and then you lose your damn money, and then you go to damn child support, then you freaking get poor.
Actually, Cheryl Hines wins a lot.
Bullshit.
Nope, she does.
She's cow carding. She talks
She talks over everybody.
Look.
She talks so often in her poker games that she
hard. She reads the card. She does the math shits. I'm telling you, she knows what the cards are going to be before they even fucking play it. I'm telling you. Anyway, she hasn't been more selfish in her life, bruh. Cause she reads the cards. I'm telling you, she already knows.
Ah, yes. There's nothing better on a show like this than to watch leaves fall from the tree. Well, they don't call it autumn or fall for nothing, right? Hey! Alright, well, I will say this. That was definitely loopy. But it's time for one of everybody's favorite parts of the show, top 8 list. Let's get this over with them. Come on. Alright, MP, what's the category? Tonight's category, top 8 things that Cheryl Hines wants to do. Here we go. Number 8, home action. Number 7, on the cow. Number 6, on a fast food restaurant. Number 5, on a TV network. Number 4, on a parking through a mall. Number 3, win $800 million during a poker game. Number 2, stop everyone from playing poker ever again.
Oh, fuck my headphones. Number 1, hold the way only on Nick at Night. Is that Nick at Night? Yes.
MP, you're going to have to fold the elevator. We'll be back.
It's midnight where I'm so late! Yeah!
Are you kidding me? It's only midnight? It's so early.
I know.
Nick at Night, those TV classics, Nick at Night, no fatty acids,
Powerful TV.
but you can count on Nick at Night.
Hey, Empire Carpets, right? On the TV. I thought I recognized you. You know, we've been thinking about carpeting. Can you guys really deliver in 3 or 4 days?
We sure can. Just tell us where.
3 or 4 days?
That's all it takes for Empire.
With polyfoam padding, installation, and all?
Listen, if we couldn't do it, we sure wouldn't want to talk about it so much.
Is it really good stuff, that Empire?
That I can promise you. Well, it's all the top brand names, you know. As a matter of fact, I've got Empire in my own home.
Anybody get credit?
Well, almost anybody, Charlie. And you don't have to make an installment payment for
60 days.
Yeah.
Say, my wife sure would love to have one of those Bissell rug shampoos.
Did you know you can't buy those things in the store? The only way you can get a shampoo is to buy 2 rooms of carpeting from Empire. And then it's free.
Well, you know, for 2 cents, I'd call Empire.
Tell you what, here's 20 cents right here. Why don't you call them?
588-2300?
That's the number.
Hey, what about your bill here? He'll take care of it. 588-2300 Empire.
Nick at Night, those TV classics, Nick at Night, no fatty acids,
Powerful TV.
but you can count on Nick at Night.
Thank you very much, Edward Scott and the boys, ladies and gentlemen. How are you, Ed? I'm doing fine. How about yourself? I'm doing fine. How's Greg, Richard, and Steve doing? Oh, they're doing fine. Fine. Alright, easy boys, easy. Sorry about that, they just get a little excited when they get to introduce. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. Edward Scott and the boys over there. Welcome back to the show. We're still talking about Cheryl Hines, and now we present to you another installment of Random Information. Please enjoy this, alright? Here we go.
Cheryl Hines is the subject of this morning's Random Information?
That's right, and it's coming up next.
After that, Weeknight updates. Cheryl Hines Spectacular will resume.
That will immediately be followed by an all-new episode of The Wee Hours with Craig Knightley and his guest Cheryl Hines.
That's all coming up on Nick at Night.
The only place that Cheryl Hines loves to visit every single night of the week.
And now, Michael's iCast and Dave Passions with random information for your everyday lives.
If you're Cheryl Hines, and you're asking someone about a new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, then you should probably start begging Nick at Night for a job immediately.
If you're playing poker for charity and you're bragging about how well you play, then you should stop playing poker, Cheryl Hines.
It's a bad idea to treat every season of a TV show as though it's the last one. Especially if your boss is a negative Nancy like Larry David.
If you think you're on the verge of losing your job, then there's only one thing to do. Dance for money with Vigilante.
Will Cheryl Hines leave HBO for Nick at Night?
Why should she? I mean, Nick at Night's only time slot available is the one following the wee hours.
I mean, even if she does get that time slot, almost nobody will stay up late enough to watch it. And she'll only get about 25 cents an episode. That's not enough to survive.
You're right.
This has been Michael's iCast and Dave Passions with random information. Stay tuned for The Wee Hours with Craig Knightley and his guest Cheryl Hines. That's all coming up next on Nick at Night. Random information for your everyday lives was taped in front of a live studio audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.
The girls want it.
The guys want it.
Every night, all night, we want it. Gotta have it. Nick at Night.
Alright. That was a very, very good sketch. Wouldn't you agree? Leave a comment down below what you think about the sketch, alright? Now, it's time once again for talking time. Let's talk about it. Let's give this a shot. Oh. Easy, don't Alright, 808 BBC before your common era. All the chickens and the lickens came together for the very first time. Do I have to say the at a time? 808, 804, the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, all times of the day?
Let me have a rule. It's on the board now, got it? I see you there. Oh, what's that? Oh, get out of nowhere. Found it.
Okay. We're talking about Cheryl Hines tonight, brother.
Okay.
She's from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now,
Bum, bum, bum.
We're not going to get copyright for using that song, right?
A big one. Nah.
Okay.
They won't.
Okay. Now, check this out, man. Check this out, okay? You know, now, listen to this, right? She's not only an actress from Curb Your Enthusiasm, but she also starred in on shows such as The Middle, Fresh Off the Boat, and Everybody Loves Raymond.
Okay.
Now, her net worth is $14 million.
Right.
Yeah. And yet she kept treating each season as though it could be her last.
Well, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do TV. Like the producers could say, you're good. Never mind. Oh my, well, no, she never. And they can just smack you.
Now, here's the thing, she said that Larry told me from season 1 that we're not going to get another season. There have been times when I've been frustrated, when I was frustrated as an actor. Like, are we going to do another season? Will I be looking for another job? Larry will always say, don't ask me these questions. So I just stopped asking. And the show's been on for like, what, 20 years? 21 years? But they had, a few seasons, every 5 years.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah. For my money, I think it's kind of odd, if you ask me.
Meh. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Will Cheryl Hines be back for season 11? Possibly. Who knows?
Yeah, I got the green light for another season. This was from like 2 months ago, right? So, she directed an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, from season 10.
Okay.
The episode was entitled Artificial Fruit. So anyway.
Artificial fruit? Get your stupid. Yo, curb your stupidity. Anyway, go on.
Now, I think she would make the mistake of approaching Larry David about whether he thought another season would happen. Which we already talked about. And of course, it says here that Cheryl Hines is back.
Here's some funny. We all know that song. Well, not everybody has seen the show. Like ask anybody. How they heard of bum 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 ba da da da. Everybody, even your kid will say, "Yeah, I heard that on YouTube." But where they don't know. That's wow. That's wow.
Well, Curb Your Enthusiasm, it's kind of like, it's HBO's version of Seinfeld. In other words, it's a show about nothing. There's no, there's not really too much of a plot. Nor,
honestly, I thought it was a show about a guy looking at a glass of water while somebody smacked his damn nugget. Like, wow, this words I like it cut G. I don't make sense, but yeah.
Yeah, and Larry David helped Jerry Seinfeld create
Poker
Seinfeld.
game.
Now, we're going to get to this right now, okay? You know what? For those of you who don't know, Cheryl Hines is a poker player. And she loves to win. Okay? Check this out. Alright? It's all started as... it all started when she was expecting a child, right? She said she didn't have much to do when she was pregnant, and she wasn't feeling that great. So she learned how to play poker, it says here. She played video poker, and then after she had her baby, she started playing real poker. Now, she always started... And
she used the money to do what?
She's raising money for families affected by cerebral palsy, and understanding for neurological disorder.
Yes.
In tribute to her nephew. Now that's pretty good, but Cheryl Hines likes to brag about her poker wins.
Yeah, she's like, once upon a time I bet $50 billion. And I won.
And she participates in and hosts celebrity charity tournaments. Matter of fact, it says here that she likes to talk a lot at the poker table. And that throws people off.
You see, that's how you card count. You go, got any fishes? Go 5. Go 5. And then she just have five damn kings. That's crazy. Cause she had it in her damn sleevey. She go. I'm telling you, she cheating.
Long story short, all I know for sure, man, is that you gotta watch out for Cheryl Hines. Now she's a bragging and begging fool.
Or she's just capping.
And now, Adam, I think it'll be appropriate for us to have a little contemplation.
What are you contemplating?
Yep, just to contemplate on what we just talked about. Just go along with it.
You can't even see your damn head.
Okay, we're done. That's how we're going to do the show. That is exactly how the show is going to go. Sometimes when some things get too confusing, we do a contemplation bit. Alright? Trust me. Thanks to everybody who was involved in tonight's program, including what you're about to see in the ending experiments, which I highly suggest you stay tuned for. And please, for crying out loud, please pray for all the people who are not feeling well, especially Emotional Fireflies 97, okay? Please pray for her. That's the news. I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell. See you Monday. Okay, look, alright? Before you look at the ending experiments, I just want to say this, alright? What you're about to see, does feature, Emotional Fireflies 97. But, that's only because, some of the stuff that features, Emotional Fireflies 97, they were videotaped, or actually recorded, several weeks ago. Like, for example, her musical performance time bit, which we recorded, as well as her involvement in the Miss Becky show and the new Stars of Nick at Night sketch. Alright, they were recorded, a few weeks ago. Alright, so please don't get mad at us. She will get better soon, and she'll record more stuff for us later on, but right now, just appreciate the pre-recorded stuff and know that, she is getting, some help in terms of her health. Alright? She will get better soon, alright? So, keep the prayers coming and everything else, alright? And finally, look at this message because it's very important, alright? Viewer discretion is advised. It's a little loopy. Alright, here we go.
It's time to go into the weekend in style. That's right. It's time for the ending experiments.
It's time to get your randomness going. That's right. It's Random Thoughts with George Thompson.
Good morning. I'm George Thompson. Welcome back to Random Thoughts. Let's get started. Cheryl Hines recently begged Larry David for some more time on his hit HBO show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now that's a low. But I couldn't even ask my own bosses at Nick at Night for that type of stuff, let alone the fact that she is now bragging about a poker game. I don't think that you should brag about a poker game personally, but if you want to celebrate something, let's look at Vigilante's biggest accomplishment.
Vigilante has tried on 16 nice shirts in a short amount of time.
That's right.
That's pretty
sure beats
odd.
Celebrating Cheryl Hines every time she wins a poker game, and she wins all the time.
And we should know because our shows are extremely on time for the morning. I'll say, well, I'm going to make sure that she learns something about bragging and begging. Toodles.
Get her, Miss Becky. I gotta walk out that door too. Folks, I'll see you guys later. George Thompson, peace out.
That was your randomness for tonight. That was Random Thoughts with George Thompson.
From Nickelodeon Studios, slime for your viewing pleasure. It's the Miss Becky Show. And now, a woman who thinks that Cheryl Hines is trying to take her job, Miss Becky.
Good morning, I'm Miss Becky, and welcome to the Miss Becky Show. Let's get started. Cheryl Hines once begged Larry David for another reason of an HBO hit show, Curb Your Enthusiasm. Wow, that's needy, Cheryl. I mean, you're already bragging about your poker game, and now you're playing for charity? That's not how a celebrity should behave!
Facts. I played poker with her several weeks ago.
What happened?
She wanted I have to clean her house every day for a year.
I'm sorry about her making you clean her house, Marley.
That's okay. I'll get my revenge on her someday.
Well, we gotta get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I better tell Cheryl Hines to stop being a brat.
I'll help you.
Toodles!
That was Miss Becky's show, home of the craziest comedy ever. Yes, it has been a casting show production, and it was also recorded in front of a live studio audience at the DZone Studios in Orlando, Universal Studios, Florida.
It's time for a brief release from awkwardness. It's Luther's Joke of the Week.
Cheryl Hines is still bragging about her poker game. Well, either she needs to step away from the poker table, or she used to play against certain country singers. They wouldn't do a thing like that, though.
That was Luther's Joke of the Week. I told you that would be brief.
Live from the Nick at Night studios comes the newest show all about the stars of Nick at Night. To tell you all about this week's breaking star news is Emotional Fireflies 97.
Thank you so much. This just in, I just got word that Marley Carson, star of the Overnight show, just released a video on her personal YouTube channel ranting to Cheryl Hines. Let's see what she had to say.
Just a side note from our lawyers, we do not have control over what Marley Carson's views or opinions are, and they are for entertainment purposes only.
I wasn't going to do this, but I mean, honestly, I have no choice. I've been playing poker for months with Cheryl Hines now, and she keeps bragging about winning. How could she do that to me? I know that she's been playing for forever now, and I think it's great she's so passionate about it. It's a perfect boredom buster, but she needs to stop bragging. I don't brag every time I beat her at other card games like Go Fish. Oh wait, maybe I just did. But listen here, Cheryl. I'm gonna keep practicing. I will even postpone my show if that's what it takes to beat you. I will. Ha ha, I say ha ha. Anyways, love you, Cheryl. Thanks for that pumpkin pie recipe you sent me the other day. It is really sweet, and I love pumpkin pie. Have a blessed day. But I will beat you. Also, I just found out that you wanted to have my job because Larry David has ignored your question about Curb Your Enthusiasm coming back. Well, guess what? You can't have my show. Besides, I'm finally going to have a raise after working for 9 cents a week for weeks now. Don't take that away from me, please. You're already rich. Do you hear me? You have 5 swimming pools inside of a spa. You don't need anything else. You're acting as though you wanted to be even richer than anybody else in the world. Well, if you ever try to get my show, then you're going to regret it. People have been calling me Lily Singh's replacement for 3 weeks now. And when I replace her, you're going to be sorry. Sorry. Wow, now that was pretty heated. I'm going to need some water to cool down from that drama. Can someone please lower the AC? I've known Marley Carson for quite a while now, and some people even say that we look alike. I don't agree, but, I mean, wishful thinking. What do you think about Marley Carson's rivalry with Cheryl Hines? Do you think that this could be the beginning of the overnight talk show wars? Also, be honest, do I really look like Marley Carson? Let's talk in the comments. Until next time, this was the Stars of Nick at Night.
When asked if she'd like to comment on this video, she just said, no talking, only practice, and then proceeded to eat 12 Kit Kats when she played poker against herself. Try next time when Emotional Fireflies 97 talks to Cunningham Muller about John Krasinski. Does John Krasinski want a show on Nick at Night? We'll just see. This has been a casting show production that was taped at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida. It's time to figure out what Cheryl Hines loves to do. And here's the man who knows what he loves to do, Joey Headphones.
Welcome to Figure Out What Cheryl Hines Loves to Do. This game is simple. You tell me what Cheryl Hines loves to do and you win $1,500. Let's meet our contestant, Nintendo Mittens.
Hi, I'm Nintendo Mittens, and I live in Houston, Texas. I work as a freelance writer for TV sitcoms, and I'm a huge fan of Cheryl Hines.
Okay, so this game will be easy for you. Just give me 3 things that Cheryl Hines loves to do within 20 seconds and we'll give you the money. Here we go. 20 seconds start now.
Playing poker, begging for another chance on TV, and bragging.
You're right. She does to do all those things, and that's why you have the money. Congratulations. That's our show. Until next time, I'm Joy Headphones, and this show was crazy.
This has been a Casting Shoe production. This has been your announcer speaking.
What can Cheryl Hines do for us on this show? Apparently she can do some. I thought the only thing she was good was fucking poker. Anyway, help us come up with bear yolks. Yeah, them damn egg whites looking sour. Edit some of the damn strangest episodes ever. Okay, that's rather specific, ain't it? Be a guest. I don't know. I might have to fold you if you act up. So if you do become a guest, don't care. Promote the show. If you promote the show, I'm gonna fold you. I'm not even playing. I will fold you. Come on, please. No, help. Actually, if you promote the show, I'm gonna fold you like a damn Hamlet. We don't want you. We want you as a guest, but we don't want you.
Early autumn. But enough about that, okay? Let's talk about these, alright? Cheryl Hines loves to do these things. Beg, play poker, brag, be selfish, be on TV, and get what she wants.
Damn, sounding selfish, eh?
That's who she is.
Cheryl Hines. You just stop being such a goddamn jerk. That's enough. She loves to brag and beg.
Beg, yes, beg.
She likes to brag and beg, and it makes us mad. Makes us? No, me. Who the hell is us? I'm here by myself. I didn't want somebody. Anyway, she can't continue to act like a baby in Hollywood. Grow the fuck up. Grow up. Cheryl needs to stop being a jerk because nobody wants to hang with her no more. Nobody wants to hang with you, bruh. Nobody. Now listen up. Cheryl needs to stop every time somebody dances. Wait, she needs to stop every time someone dances. Someone else gains your wig. What the heck? Alright, I'm done. I'll leave this damn office.
What does Cheryl Hines love to say? Poker! Let's play! I won! You owe me money, Steve. Corey Wilson, stay away from me. Will you please give me a show? Please? 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 What did we learn on the show this time? Well, we learned that Cheryl Hines is a bragging brat. We learned that Cheryl Hines wants more money. And we learned that Cheryl Hines is ready to beg as though she has everything to lose. Well, that's it. It's 3 a.m. Let's all listen to some music, huh? Well, folks, it's just about time for musical performance time. But before we get into that, let me just say this, alright? You know, what you're about to see does feature the singing styles of Emotional Fireflies 97, aka Marley. But, you see, here's the thing, right? Now, what you're about to hear from her and all the songs you're going to hear afterwards, between now and Christmas Day, were all pre-recorded, before, the incidents of this past week happened. She means a lot to me and to everybody else on the staff of Weeknight Update, who I've called, for my sake at least, the not ready for late night players. Alright, and, we're sorry that she's not feeling well, And our thoughts and our prayers go out to her and to her family. And we want everybody in the comments down below to, you know what, just give us positive feedback. But also, we also want everybody out there watching to pray for Emotional Fireflies 97. Alright? Please do that, okay? If all of us pray for health, then I am sure that she will feel better very, very soon. With that being said, have a good weekend, and Emotional Fireflies 97, this is for you.
And now, jazzing your stress away, it's the musical performance time.
I'm so lucky to be able to do a show with very good friends of mine, and because of that, I decided to play this theme song. Now, this theme song is special because it reminds me of one of the very first sketches that we have done on Weeknight Update. You know, pay attention and see if you can figure out what that song is. I mean where that song comes from. And now, a very special performance by Emotional Fireflies 97. Enjoy, please.
You know, I've always been collected, calm and chill. And you know, I never look for conflict, for the thrill. But if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling for you. I'd go step to a dude much bigger than me for you. I know I would get messed up with 153 for you. I would get beat to smithereens. You know I'll be in the corner taking notes. You know I got your 6 while you're working votes. But if I'm feeling someone stepping towards you, can't describe just what I'm feeling for you. I go
To break that endless cycle of mundane work and woe, more doctors recommend Nick at Night than any remedy I know.